What if you could tap into your body's own secret code for healing faster, building stronger muscles, and getting younger-looking skin? That's the incredible promise of peptide therapy, a revolutionary treatment at the heart of a global market expected to hit nearly $164 billion this year. From A-list celebrities to biohacking fanatics, it seems like everyone is talking about these biological text messages that might just reverse aging and supercharge human performance. But there's a shadow side to this explosive trend. As government regulators try to get a handle on a booming black market, many people are taking a huge gamble on unproven substances. So, what is the story behind the peptide obsession? We're about to break down the science, the hype, and the serious risks the wellness industry might not be telling you about. Peptide therapy isn't just a fleeting trend. It's an economic phenomenon. Once a quiet corner of medicine, the market is absolutely exploding. This surge is powered by an aging population, a rise in chronic diseases, and, most importantly, the massive success of GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic. Those medications introduced the power of peptides to the mainstream, and now everyone wants in. North America is leading the charge, making up over 60% of the market thanks to huge research investments and a public that's hungry for the next big thing in wellness. This isn't just about smoothing a few wrinkles anymore, it's about a fundamental change in how we think about health, with peptides being sold as the key to unlocking our body's full potential. But this rapid growth slammed into a regulatory wall. In 2023, the FDA cracked down, placing several popular peptides, including the famous BPC 157, on a restricted list. Citing significant safety risks and a lack of solid human testing data, this move barred compounding pharmacies from producing them, which accidentally pushed desperate users toward a risky, unregulated black market. Now, in 2026, the pendulum is swinging back. Under Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has called himself a big fan of peptides for his own injuries, the FDA is reversing its course. After Kennedy claimed the 2023 ban was an overreach that created a dangerous black market, the agency has scheduled a major reevaluation. An FDA advisory committee is set to review 7 of these peptides, including BPC 157, in July 2026, with more to follow. The goal is to bring these substances out of the shadows and back into a regulated system, a move that telehealth companies are watching very closely. So, what exactly are these controversial little molecules? Peptides are just short chains of amino acids that act as powerful signaling molecules, like tiny messengers telling your cells what to do. 2 peptides are at the absolute center of the current craze. First, there's BPC 157. Short for body protection compound, this synthetic peptide is based on a protein found in our own gastric juice. In hundreds of animal studies, it has shown incredible regenerative abilities, speeding up the healing of muscle and tendon injuries, reducing inflammation, and even repairing the gut. It's the reason biohackers have nicknamed it the Wolverine peptide. Then you have the skincare superstar, GHKQ, or copper peptide. As minimalist, science-backed skincare, or skinimalism, takes over, GHKQ is stealing the show. Several clinical studies have shown it can improve skin firmness, boost collagen, and reduce the depth of wrinkles. Another popular topical is acetyl hexapeptide 8, which is often called Botox in a jar. It works by gently relaxing the muscle contractions that cause expression lines, offering a non-invasive way to smooth wrinkles on the forehead and around the eyes. This all sounds amazing, but here is the critical reality check. For many of these hyped-up peptides, especially BPC 157, those mind-blowing results are almost exclusively from animal studies. As of early 2026, there are virtually no large-scale controlled human clinical trials to confirm these benefits, or, more importantly, to know if they're safe in the long run. Scientists warn that we just don't have good data on the right doses, potential drug interactions, or the long-term risks for people. A major theoretical concern is that the same mechanisms that promote rapid cell growth for healing could also potentially support the growth of dormant cancer cells. While the new regulatory shift is aimed at creating safer, legal options, It doesn't change the fact that these are largely unapproved and under-researched substances for human use. Reclassification is not the same thing as FDA approval. On one hand, there's a multi-billion-dollar industry built on the incredible promise of peptides, a promise that is backed by some very compelling early science. On the other hand, we have a dramatic regulatory U-turn, driven by political will, that is making these experimental compounds more accessible than ever, even though human safety data is seriously lacking. The dream of turning back the clock and healing in record time is powerful, but the line between breakthrough science and reckless experimentation is getting dangerously thin. The takeaway isn't that peptides are a total scam, but that they currently live in a scientific gray area. The hype has simply outpaced the proof. Before you consider jumping on this trend, think critically. Talk to a qualified doctor you trust. Be very skeptical of online hype, and really understand the difference between an animal study and proven human results. What's the most overhyped wellness trend you've seen? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to check out our other videos about senior health, wellness, nutrition, vitality, and the latest health trends. Keep your vibes high and your health higher. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.